Recently, I was chatting with a consultant who mentioned that he rarely does any marketing. And then a week later, I was talking to a different consultant, and she said the same thing. They both told me that they have such great relationships with their clients that almost 100% of their business comes from referrals. Now, I heard of this before, work just magically appearing at your doorstep from oodles of referrals. But honestly, it seemed more like a myth than an actual possibility. Don't get me wrong, referrals are an important part of my business. But to be able to fully cut out marketing, that seemed too good to be true. But then I read a book called Getting Naked by Patrick Lencioni, and I realized that there's a real strategy to increasing your referrals, and it's probably not what you think. Tip number one, listen first. As consultants or coaches, we've been brought on to be experts, and it might seem logical to demonstrate that expertise by jumping right in and telling the client what they need to do. But by doing this, you aren't showing the client that you respect their expertise. They know more about their unique business and place in their industry, and they know far more about their team and the culture that they've built. When you start a consulting project, you have a lot to learn before you can give good advice. You need to be humble enough to ask questions and truly listen so you can learn about the client's circumstances and expertise. Only by showing the client that you respect their unique knowledge can you build the trust and collaboration you need to have a successful outcome. Tip number two, do whatever is needed. As a consultant, you're in the service business, and that means doing whatever it takes to help your customers succeed, even when the task might feel out of character for your position. If you're helping to execute a conference, that might mean stepping up and helping clean when a pot of coffee is spilled. Or if you're coaching a client for a major presentation, it might mean helping them process a humiliating middle school talent show experience. When you expand your job role from giving strategic advice to doing whatever my client needs for success, you show the client that their best interest is your top priority. Tip number three, get comfortable with being wrong. Most everyone is uncomfortable with being wrong, but for consultants, it can seem downright detrimental to your status as an expert. But you're just a human being and you don't know everything. Make suggestions that could be shot down and ask questions that might seem obvious to everyone else in the room. You can't find the best solutions if you're unwilling to work with the client to sift through the bad and mediocre possibilities. And once you find that great solution, no one will care about the ideas you proposed that were fully rejected. Tip number four, say the hard truth. Sometimes business owners build blind spots or simply refuse to see the truth staring them in the face. And as a consultant, it's your job to say that hard truth. Maybe you have a client who's selling a product that was popular 10 years ago but has gone out of style. You need to help them face the reality that without change, they will go out of business. Or perhaps they have a family member on staff that isn't carrying their weight, and they're dragging down the morale of their entire team. You need to be the person that makes the owner confront this difficult reality and then help them find ways to address it. While some people may not take kindly to this type of honesty, if they're unwilling to address the hard truths that are holding them back, it's unlikely you can help them. And if you can't help them, your presence is a waste of their time and yours, and it's better that you part ways. Tip number five, address the elephant in the room. It's not uncommon for teams to avoid interpersonal problems because they're uncomfortable with conflict. As a consultant, you're in a great position to help them address that elephant in the room. You can provide an unbiased voice of mediation to help members of the team discuss their differences and find a resolution. Not only will this win you points with the owner of the organization, but the team will be grateful that you've lifted that ongoing stress created by that once looming elephant. My small business book review for Getting Naked. If you're a coach or consultant, then Getting Naked is a great read. Now, you might have to get past the moments when the author seems to suggest that you need Jesus in your life to make good decisions. But the book has some great advice about how to build genuine, collaborative, respectful relationships with your clients. And those are the kind of relationships that will lead to enthusiastic referrals. For coaches and consultants, I give Getting Naked a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Hey, small business owners, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you'd like to join the discussion, visit us at Climb the Small Business Book Club. The link is in the description, and we'd love to meet you.